Go ahead, Nadia.
Hi, thank you.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you, Jon.
Where are you located?
I'm from Pakistan, but I'm based in London at the moment.
Okay.
But you just answered one of my questions, reminded me about the me, I, and mine. Um, I have another dilemma or a question. So I'm doing my PhD at the moment, and I'm using mindfulness to teach human rights education and see how
Wonderful.
that could help mitigate. Thank you. How it could help mitigate ethnic and sectarian conflicts in Pakistan.
Don't go any further.
And
Let's just take a moment before you say anything more. Let's just take a moment and feel what it is that you just said, Nadia, because that is huge and it's very, very important work. So thank you for doing that work. Okay. You can keep going.
That is the issue. I feel that I'm failing continuously.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and I'm really thankful. I was thanking Soren yesterday as well that this pandemic has actually opened the opportunity for people in Pakistan to access so many resources which are generally not available to many people. They're still not available because not everybody has access to internet.
Internet, yeah. Or even electricity at certain times of day.
Yeah, like in summers, 24 hours a day or something. Sometimes that happens as well. Yeah. I have been contacted by the school, which is really good. I've been telling them about your sessions, about mindfulness in schools project sessions.
Good,
so they
wonderful.
could send teachers to, like, they can ask teachers to join the sessions on mindfulness here. But they've asked me to deliver some sessions to them. I'm only trained with MISP just to teach young children, but they've asked me to train the teachers as well, and I'm feeling really, it's really insignificant. Like I'm nobody, and I don't really know anything about mindfulness other than teaching the children. I'm not sure how to handle the situation because they're all very interested and they want this, and this is the first time they're actually interested in mindfulness. I'm not selling it to them as a answer to all the problems, but I'm really happy that they're interested, but I'm not sure how to go ahead or how to proceed because I don't feel that I'm trained enough to do anything.
Oh, wonderful. You know, let me just take that in for a moment, Nadia. Because it's a very good sign that you don't feel that you're capable of doing this. The people that scare me the most are the ones that are sure that they're capable of doing this, because teaching mindfulness is an impossible job. So nobody's capable of doing it. I don't, you know, I don't feel like I am capable of doing it. I just do my best. And also I try not to be attached to an outcome, because it's very easy to take mindfulness practice and reify it or turn it into one more cognitive concept that then has a kind of curriculum that you put in a book, and then it's like paint by the numbers. We say A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and it tells you what color to put in the painting, and you do not get a Rembrandt or a Picasso. You get a joke. But when you're coming from your own heart, you don't need to know anything. It's your feeling does all the work. Your humanity does all the work. Your desire to step in and be of some help will do all the work, and it will be good enough. Of course, you'll think, well, who am I to do it? Who am I to do it? But there's another way to look at it, which is, who are you not to do it? If you can contribute to the well-being and the reduction of suffering of even one child, or the teacher who can affect more than one child, then who are you not to do it as best you can? And you know who will be the biggest beneficiary of everything that you do? You, because you're the students, whether they're grown-ups or whether they're children, they'll teach you about your own humanity because they will reflect you back to you, and you'll see that you're bigger than who you think you are. And that's wisdom. And you don't need book knowledge up here. You know, there's no end to that. You could read about meditation till you're blue in the face and not be able to help one other person or yourself for that matter, because it would all be thinking, thinking, thinking. So go for it and trust in emergence, that you'll read what you are drawn to read and you'll find some things that will be inspiring and helpful. Also, I'll just say, if, you know, in a Muslim country, there's an enormous amount of what I would call mindfulness within the Muslim tradition. Fantastic stuff. From Rumi to Hafiz to Kabir, and in a kind of quintessential poetry that's absolutely transcendent and second to nothing in the world in terms of other cultures. So how you draw on your own traditions, you know, whatever they are, and I'm speaking to everybody on the call, so it's not just for Muslims or for people who are not believers at all, or for Hindus, or for, you know, Buddhists, or for Christians, or for Jews, or for Jains, or for anybody, that what we're talking about is our universal humanity, and it manifests in all sorts of ways, in literature, in music, in dance, in architecture. And the question is, and in, of course, the true nature of the children. So there's no way to fail at this as long as you stay true to yourself. And that's the love affair. That's the love affair. It's not narcissistic. It's like, now I'm going to be like the greatest mindfulness teacher. As soon as you say that, of course, the I makes a fool of you, because it's, you know, that's the personal pronoun reducing your story to, I'm going to be a success, you know. But if you just help out of your own heart, then it can be extremely profound. And I don't know why, but I'm drawn to actually recite a poem that I have been very, very moved by. And it's from Japan. It's from 300 years ago in Japan, by a Japanese Zen master who was named Ryokan, who did not have a monastery. He did not have any students. He just lived in a forest, in a little hut in a forest, far away from everybody. And every once in a while, when he got hungry, he would go and beg for food in the village he was living near. And everybody thought he was crazy. And what he would do is he'd go in and he'd play on the village green with the children of the village. And then he was also a poet, so he wrote poetry. And this is one of his poems about playing with the children. Again, if I can remember it off the top of my head. First, we braid grasses and play tug of war. That means we braid the grasses we make the rope, and then we play tug of war. Then we take turns keeping a kickball in the air. I kick the ball and they sing. They kick the ball and I sing. Time is forgotten. The hours fly by. People stop and stare. Why are you acting like such a fool? I could answer, but do you know what's in my heart? From the beginning of time, just this, just this. Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.